What's up, guys? It's Josh back again. We're here for Inside Wrestling Truth. Got all kinds of shit going on, man. But we're back here another week for another Superstar video for our Superstar series. After tonight, I only have 2 videos left. So we're getting close to the end. But tonight, Superstar that we're going to go over is a guy that I feel has a lot of talent, and a guy that a lot of people hate on for no fucking reason. And that's Alberto Del Rio. Now, Alberto Del Rio was currently the World Heavyweight Champion. With how they do the World Heavyweight title nowadays is not right, but I think Del Rio is a guy that is a good champion. That's just my opinion, But, we're going to break it on down Alberto Del Rio tonight. Let me light my cigar. Alberto Del Rio, he's an older guy, but people act like when he came to the WWE, this was this new wrestler. And a lot of people do that don't know the professional wrestling business. But guys work all over. A lot of guys don't just go to OVW or Florida Championship Wrestling and then try to get into business. A lot of guys work the real indies. And that's exactly what Alberto Del Rio did. Everybody knows Alberto Del Rio is a nephew of WWE Hall of Famer Mil Mascaras. He's a strong family in the business. His little brother was actually down at Florida Championship Wrestling and recently got let go. I'm not real sure on all the details on that. Supposedly they didn't like the way he looked or something, or the way they said the same thing about Chris Hero, who was a fucking phenomenal worker. But that don't matter on this video. We're talking about Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio's been around for a while. I mean, Alberto Del Rio started out, he worked in mixed martial arts first, and he did the Lucha Libre wrestling in Mexico and in Japan. Between Japan and Mexico, he's a 5-time world champion. He's held titles all over. He wrestled in the infamous AAA down in Mexico from 2000 to 2002. There's a ton of great Mexican wrestlers that come out of there, and Del Rio just happened to be one of them. He went back. After that, he wrestled. He was mainly a Lucha Libre wrestler. He did that for 4 years. He was champion at that as well. So, way before he ever tried to enter the WWE, I mean, this guy had paid his dues. He had been he had did it all. That's why people don't realize, I do these videos mainly, most of them, for guys that are underused and guys that are deserving of what they have in the business. And that's why Alberto Del Rio was on my show tonight. But working in Mexico, it always sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Just like the independents here, and that's the same thing happened to Alberto Del Rio. He then got signed by Florida Championship Wrestling, where he wrestled 2009, 2010. Then 2010, we started seeing all the vignettes for the WWE. Where he talked about coming in, and he finally did come in, and he was a huge success, man, and he still is. I mean, he paid his dues to be champion, to get a top spot. He's a two-time world champ. He's a two-time WWE champ. Um, he won the Royal Rumble in 2011. I mean, for a new guy to come in like that and win the Royal Rumble, was something special. I remember at WrestleMania 27, I believe it was, him and Edge, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, him and Edge, he was supposed to beat Edge, but then the WWE, they suck in Edge's asshole, and, Edge ended up going on to get the victory. This bullshit. Alberto Del Rio is a major player in the company. He's paid his dues. He's been all over. He's been champion everywhere he's been. I hear people talk all the time, well, Ziggler's better than Del Rio. No. What the fuck, Ziggler, man? He wrestled at OVW. He was a fucking cheerleader in the WWE. They sent him back to territory, the school, excuse me. And they want to push him, but, Del Rio deserves to be champion. And I like how they have him working with Christian at SummerSlam. And I know Del Rio's banged up, but that would just suck to see him put it on Christian. Christian's time has came and passed, but he's still a very good wrestler. But him being champion, his championship days are over with. And Del Rio needs to go over, man. He needs to win this match. He just needs to win this match, man, at SummerSlam. But ever since Del Rio's been in the WWE, there's, I like how he used to ride his car down all the different cars. That was cool. I think it was kind of a tribute deal to Eddie Guerrero. He's had great feuds with John Cena, CM Punk, Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler. The list could go on and on. But I really respect Alberto Del Rio. That's why I had to put him on my Superstar series. I think he gets dogged, and I don't think he gets enough credit for the shit that he does. I loved his angle with Jack Swagger, and I think it would have been cooler to see him join up with Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro and Dutch Mantel and be some kind of group. That would have been awesome. Didn't happen that way. But I loved what he did, Ricardo Rodriguez, whatever fucking name he is. That was great. Alberto Del Rio is a good wrestler, man. He's a really good wrestler. I know he's an older guy, but I think he has a bright future in wrestling. And he's already been both champions in WWE, which don't take a whole lot these days. WWE's nothing what it used to be, but everybody wants to be WWE champion that wrestles. Either they're in the Indies, TNA, no matter where they're at. That's where they want to be. But I think Del Rio is already did a whole lot in his career. And I think even if if he doesn't stay with the WWE forever, I think no matter where he'll go, he'll be successful. I think he's already proven that. I also liked watching Del Rio and Orton feud. I mean, Del Rio can work, man. Del Rio can work. He's one of my guys, man. I really like Del Rio. I don't much care for him as a face, but he's killer as a heel, y'all. Y'all gotta give it up. Uh, you gotta give it up for Alberto Del Rio because he can go, he can wrestle, he can talk. I mean, when he's a bad guy and he comes out and he does his where he gets in the ring and just clowns guys, I love it, man. I love it. I like to see Del Rio and Jericho work. Um, there's other guys I'd like to see Del Rio work with, but I think that Del Rio would be a guy I would keep the world title on for a while. Because I think guys like Del Rio, Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, or Sheamus, those four guys could really, really bring some respect back to the big gold belt. Don't put it on Ziggler. Just stupid. Big Show's had enough world titles. Don't put it back on Christian. Please don't I'll be highly pissed if Christian beats Alberto Del Rio. Yeah, mad respect for Alberto Del Rio, what he's doing, his work. He goes out there and busts his ass whether he's hurt or not. You gotta respect it. But Inside Wrestling Truth got mad love for Alberto Del Rio. Keep that world title on him for a while, guys. He deserves it. He's busted his ass for a long time. But that's about all for this video covering Alberto Del Rio. I got 2 wrestlers left. I'll have a new guy next week, and then after that, I'll have my grand finale of Superstar Series videos, and then we're going to be opening up something new, but I'll get more into that on a later date. Go check out my autograph collection that I posted a couple weeks ago. It's cool. And my DVD review. Keep up with these Superstar videos, man, because I know what I'm talking about. Trust me. I'm not just some dumb mark. Marks out to all the motherfuckers. I know the business. I have for years. I've been an insider for years. I'm also going to put up a video of a company here in Louisville that needs to keep their mouth shut because they trying to hate on other companies and their shit's crap. You know who you are. You know who you are, and it's coming. I'm gonna give it to you. But yeah, mad respect to Alberto Del Rio. Keep that world title on him, and we always respect your work down here in Louisville, Alberto. Keep doing what you're doing. You're working hard. You're making a name for yourself in the wrestling world. Like I always say, get your money and pay your bills. Peace.